welcome back, I guess, to new episode, maybe.
Or something, I don't know. Megan had to step away for a moment. This is going to be an episode without her. Yep. Which means I think that we should start with Yuri and make Jesse voice Yuri.
That sounds reasonable.
No, you're Yuri, dang it.
No, we very specifically developed this poem for Sayori. I think that's who we have to pick, right?
Yeah?
I think so.
Sayori. Alright. Definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all.
I do like... ...
It's
called an ellipsis.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Shango.
Hey?
I love it, Tilda. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
That's the voice I remember having earlier.
Sayori.
Sayori. You must be seriously overreacting.
I am certainly
Not
overacting.
a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. I have no idea what I like either.
Wow.
Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I don't know why I have a problem now. You don't take it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, sorry, I just had so much.
I had a literal entire frog in my throat.
It's not just a poem. It's a Shango poem. And that's what makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
Hee hee.
Glad I wait for those.
Right?
I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now, Tilda.
Not to mention the fact that he's decided to not enunciate anymore, so it's not getting picked up by the microphone. I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Shango. Oh god, the frog's back! Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. She's hitting puberty. That's something only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, can't deny that she's part of the reason I want to get my dick wet.
Whoa.
Knowing as much as means to her and all.
Yeah.
You guys picked Sayori. That's crossing a line. You're like, I'm like, who do you want to date, guys? And you were like, Sayori. And you're like, whoa, dating Sayori, that crosses a line.
I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then, if you know what I mean.
Yay, now drop those pants. Oh wait, now you'll read my poem too. Sorry, I got a step ahead of myself. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Yeah, we have to.
That seems like a reason to worry.
Well, we'll see about that. Jesse?
It is your poem.
I hate that I have two characters.
Okay.
If it's any consolation, I really like Natsuki's poems.
Oh good, because they're going to be read in a terrible voice. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? It's a weird sentence.
It's a poem sentence.
Jesus, Jesse.
Listen, I'm a literary critic.
Don't judge Sayori.
I have...
Don't bully.
Now look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not bad. I want breakfast.
Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No, just a little bit.
Can't answer just a little bit to yes or no questions.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nicer. How should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last time.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
That is
I
fact.
get all cranky.
Yes.
Well,
Most
I guess
important
there's
meal
no
of the day.
point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
You wouldn't like me when I'm hangry. This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Oh, yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
You're just gonna
Well, I
take
guess I look forward to it.
He had to take over your voice because you talk like this the whole time.
Listen, I see it showing up on the dang microphone.
You're a dang microphone. Who should we show our poem to next? Not to you, I feel like, of course.
I feel like we have to give Jesse a break. Let's jump to Monica here.
Monica?
Yeah.
All right.
Monica. Hi, Shango. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Always.
That was kind of a weird sentence, wasn't it?
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't laugh, bitch.
Don't worry, Shango. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's the sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon.
Try your best. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. I like this one. It made me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you two had these sorts of things in common.
Well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are really different.
Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. Ellipses, if you know what I mean. It sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
It could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness.
Breakfast.
And breakfast. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure you'll end up...
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot.
Damn
Fuck you.
it. That's what it feels when someone steals your lines,
Please,
Brandon.
Monica. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay.
Thanks, Jesse. I'd love to see you try new things.
In bed.
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you.
In bed.
Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles.
With the duck.
Whoa. Jesus. But I'll always help you find I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Do you like the reverse tsundere?
Maybe. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
Sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
Oh, this is a scroller.
Oh, yeah.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me See the direction the spackle protrudes? A nosy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It was just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
What?
So she's the murderer?
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that's the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it.
Found a dead body in the backyard.
I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently.
About stabbing people.
It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that.
There's a body in my wall.
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly.
You took that a little literally, Jesse. There's a hole in my wall. I see a guy through the hole in my wall. It's a dead man. He's staring at me.
Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Y'all.
Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point.
Like breakfast.
Yes, like breakfast. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. I feel like that's actually really good advice.
That is how college worked for me. Well, I was writing computer code, so that's not great.
Yeah. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening, Tilda.
Alright, who's next?
I don't have a coin, so Natsuki.
Natsuki.
Dot.
Question mark?
Dot. Well, it's about time. What? Hold on. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like
Use your
you.
big boy words, Jesse. That's a little blunt.
But she doesn't use the big boy words. She uses the little girl words. Well, excuse me.
Princess.
It's not like I said I was bad.
It was bad, but that's fine.
It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Yes. Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
For now.
Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. She starts unbuttoning her shirt. It's that kind of game, bro.
It kind of is.
14 years old.
Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try. But that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because I read and write it in elementary school. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about. She's just upset that eagles fly?
Yeah, I think so.
understand. Did you not get the point of the poem, Jesse?
No.
The last line was people can try, but that's about it.
Yeah.
The only thing they can do is try and
The only thing
fail.
people can do is try.
It was dark, man.
She's the murderer.
No, it wasn't dark, guys. Fuck all y'all.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. That's called comedy. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into this than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if not feeling proud, then I won't take that away from
She
her.
has fangs.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, secret vampire confirmed.
Yep, that's it. Who should we show our poem to now?
I think we should show it to Shango.
Shango. There we go.
All right, Yuri.
I have to be Yuri? Alright,
Yep.
fine. Ellipses. I'm gonna just make her a robot.
Sure. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh,
This overload.
sorry.
I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself.
I am Bender, please insert.
I'm not. It's just I need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Processing. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guessed it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice?
Oh my, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes and we haven't gotten anywhere.
Based on this picture, though, her face is actually just a part of her hair.
Yep.
Right?
It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that usually typical to new writers.
I am having difficulties processing this text.
And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that is not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Nazi can be a little biased, though.
No, I'm not.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind.
She's a bitch.
I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Hello, fellow human.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, or me, or to Natsuki. You mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. This is all cursive and hard to read.
Yep.
The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Boop.
Beep boop.
Wow, we're nailing
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Because I'm illiterate.
I have calculated that it took you 33% longer to read my poem than Monica's. Ah, hyphen. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Sorry.
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Shango.
Really?
Kill
Must
the
have
non-believer.
totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing. Really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow with frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Whenever you're ready, Jeff.
How do I pronounce things in parentheses?
Well, you pronounce the parentheses, and then you say the words, and then you pronounce the parentheses, since we've been pronouncing punctuation for like 3 episodes now.
Left circumflex accent. What's with the language? ... Question mark. Right circumflex accent.
I only have to be able to give you a 60% on that because you missed the quotes.
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Clearly, I have failed your human emotions.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? But thanks, that really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. What people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Shango did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Eat a dick. First of all,
Specifically, Shango's.
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't. Yet. And Shango liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
This is gonna turn into a blood war for your dick.
No. Yes.
Maybe. Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I. You're just.
Using my input circuits.
Just
Yuri
an error.
stands up and about.
Maybe you're just jealous that Shango appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No.
If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
She's gonna punch her in the face. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Shango started showing up.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
That was worth it.
I don't like fighting, guys!
Suddenly... Oh, yes you do, sorry.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Shango. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. Wait, I'm combining the voices. She started it. She can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Shango.
Wait. There is a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it is also a waste. You understand that, right, Shango?
Well?
Ellipses. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. It's almost like I need to explain the game mechanics. So of course that's gonna be... Alright, team.
Okay, so I'm gonna just say, personally, I think I'm with Yuri on this one.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just if we have to go with like how I'm actually feeling, I think that I'm gonna side with Yuri.
Alright, Justin. Counterpoint?
Help me, frog girl.
Help me, frog girl?
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunately,
Maybe.
we only have...
How about we discuss this and then in the next episode?
Alright.
We've got it.
Do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
fine.
we'll do it. Perfect.
See you.
Okay.
See you
See everybody next time when
Bye.
we destroy Shango's life.
Poor cat.
Bye.